Alright guys, so jumping right in, first things first, we're going to take off the oil pan bolts, 10mm bolts, and they're wrapped all the way around, so just be sure you get all of them loose and taken off. That way you can drop your oil pan, and then you can take off your old pickup and everything else that's on the inside to get to your crank. Once you do that, everything's just pretty much straightforward. So before you turn your motor completely over, be sure to get a drain pan because all your antifreeze and stuff's going to pour out the top. So if you haven't already done that, be sure to drain it into a pan, not get it all over the place. So right here, I am fixing to uninstall the oil pump pickup. There are there's two nuts holding it together, one bolt. I think the sizes for that were 8mm and a 6mm, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, on that oil tray, there's two nuts on the oil tray that also hold the pickup tube, and then you got the main bolt where the O-ring and stuff connects to the top. Also, for the nuts that go all the way around on the tray, all of those are 8mm, so you can just take those off while you're already down there. Next, I am removing the timing chain cover. There's 12 8mm bolts. I think it's either 8mm or 10mm, but anyways, there's 12 of them total holding it on. Right here, removing the 3 camshaft bolts, and they are 8mm. After you remove the sprocket and chain, you can then just pull the cam straight out. Also, the connecting rod bolts are 11mm or a 7/16, whichever. You probably want to stamp them. That way you put them back in the same place you got them, unless you plan on using a new set.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Alright guys, so when you have a piston that won't push out, just put the cap back on it and just lightly tap. And it'll come out. When removing the pistons, there is a small dot embedded on the top of the piston, and that's supposed to face to the front of the motor. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. When removing the crank caps, keep in mind that there are two 10mm bolts on each side of the caps. They're kind of on the side, and then you got the two on top. So be sure just to get the ones out of the side off first before you go to prime. I just used that little wooden hammer and kind of tapped on it back and forth to kind of wiggle it out, and finally and eventually it started to come out. here for the rear main seal. These are 10mm bolts. That's all for the teardown. Finally getting past all the boring shit. We fixed to start putting everything back together. So just like and subscribe and stay tuned. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is install the cam bearings and paint my engine block, but I don't know yet. We'll see here in just a little bit. But y'all have a good one.